Ito, kasabay ng pagpunta ni Marcos Jr. sa Amerikano, ito naman isang puna ng isang political analyst na more on dilawan line, no? But ito talaga yung kanyang puna, tumpak at tamang-tama. 3 years in the governance ng Marcos Jr., ito ang kanyang puna.
We are now halfway through the Marcos administration, halfway through his 6-year term.
Yeah.
How would you rate this administration on a scale from 1 to 10? 10, very good. 1, needs improvement.
Okay, you're putting me on the spot. Okay. All right. Well, I would say that this administration has did some tangible outcomes as well. But then again, when you look at the
tangible outcome, ano yun eh? Ayuda.
overall idea or the concept that it brought the public, I think there appears to be many areas that I believe should have been focused.
Tignan niyo naman yung mga SIM card registration act. Marami pa rin yung scam. New Agrarian Emancipation Act. Maharlika Invest... Ano nangyari dyan? Eddie Garcia Law, ano yan? Create More Act. Philippine... Napakawalang kwenta.
More by the president. And you see in the last part, or in the last years, at least the last 2 years, I think the government has been too much focused on this political noise. And the concern has actually shifted from that of the socio-economic imperatives to that of something that is political. So it's really more of politics right now and less of governance. Which
So 1 to 10, what is your rating?
I would give it a 6.
A 6.
Yeah.
So barely passing.
Barely passing, yeah.
Ano, pasang awa.
Yeah, very passing.
And a lot of critics are saying, Professor, that you have all of these foreign trips by the president to attract foreign investors. You have the call for the suspension of the EDSA rehabilitation, and all this POGO ban announcements. It is just basically cosmetic. And it is just for press release. No serious actions have really been taken to be able to implement these actions.
Yeah, I would say many of this are actually for the optics or for the theatrics, especially
and improve his approval ratings.
Exactly. Especially when you look at his approval ratings that they're plunging down. Although I think in the recent surveys, I think his numbers are picking up, which is good for us. But then again, I believe that there should have been a clear focus on what really should have been the goal and the concern and the trajectory of this administration. I think in the middle they got lost.
Ito yung sinasabi ni VP din eh. Na dapat hindi tayo laging politika lang, dapat magserbisyo tayo.
Especially in the 3rd year going to the 4th year, I think it's really still finding its rhythm. It's finding its way
meeting ng mga buhaya
back to where it was once. I believe when he first came into power, I remember he had a lot of foreign trips. Many of this actually, I think, resonated well with the public insofar as these investments are concerned. Many of them actually resulted in actual investments, although some of them remained
many pledges.
Yeah.
But what good has he done in the first 3 years of his administration?
Well, I think the good thing could be in the line of health.
Health? Are you kidding me?
Health, as well as in social services. The housing program of the government, especially the 4Ps, I think is something that
Oy, hindi po project ni Marcos yan.
Should be given due credit as well. With the health
tinanggal nga yung 4Ps eh. Baka sabihin mo ayuda.
Sector, of course, the PhilHealth is there. At least 93% penetration rate has been there. The 4Ps program is also there. It's doing good. The problem, I believe, is that the government really does not have this so-called fiscal discipline insofar as budget allocation and budget utilization is concerned.
Wala, kasi panay bulsa.
And I think if they will be able to do this, especially now that we're going to have another budget hearing or budget year,
Insertion na naman.
I think it will like I said, give a good impression to
But
the
many
public.
analysts are also saying when it comes to budget allocation,
Yeah.
the Congress is doing the right thing.
Grabe, no? Nung pandemic, 53. Ngayon, wala namang pandemic, pero ang taas-taas.
Unfortunately, a large chunk of it is going to corruption. So what has to be resolved here, Professor, is graft and corruption.
Exactly. And this really, I do not understand why if you go back, when he first assumed the presidency, his very first executive order was to eradicate this commission on corruption, presidential commission on corruption, which I think is not good because it.
Yun na nga. Kaya niya tinanggal yung presidential anti-corruption na yan. Dahil siya yung masisilipan dyan. Ano ka ba? Saka si Belica yung may hawak niya.
It's not really send a message, especially to these politicians, to this crooked people in the government, especially those unscrupulous politicians who really wantonly would want to really steal from the coffers of the government. And I think if he could bring something like that, bring that back to send a message that he is not tolerating, that he is serious about it. And
So the president can still right the ship in his final 3 years in government.
I believe so, but then again, you have to understand in political science, when you enter the 5th year, you're already in the lame duck phase of your presidency because
lame duck ka na. Wala, too late.
all eyes and ears is going to be headed to the next elections, and this next elections is going to be very crucial especially for the Marcos and the Dutertes mainly. And so I
So are you saying then that he cannot correct the missteps in his first 3 years, in the final 3 years of his administration?
I think he can still, but he can still do that. But the operative term here, I believe, Rico, is decisiveness. How
wala nga siyang decisiveness eh. Kung 3 years nga wala siyang nagawa, another 3 years pa kaya. So kulang na kulang yung time at saka wala sa kanyang character yung ganyan.
decisive is the president going to be? How bold is he
wala din siyang boldness.
The steps that he's going to take insofar as this is concerned to really make this a reality.
So how bold?
So ang point niya dito is kulang na kulang talaga. Ginagandahan lang niya yung pagkasabi niya. Kung meron kang decisiveness, kung meron kang boldness, which is wala naman siya nun, palpak. Hindi niya talaga kayang gawin yun. Hindi niya masabing diretso na, kasi yung tanong ng anchor kung may makakaya pa ba ng another 3 years na hindi. Ang sagot niya doon. Pero ginagandahan, euphemism na lang, ginagandahan niya na kung meron kang decisiveness, kung meron kang boldness, wala siya nun eh.
Should he be in his last 3 terms? And is it in his personality to be able to implement this,
Wala siyang ganung personality.
with his political will?
Wala din siya political will.
The 31 to 32 million people who voted for him in 2022.
Yeah,
Baka voted for because of Sara.
exactly, Rico. If it's going to ride on the crest of this reality that there were many people, actually a great majority of people voted for him, I think he could really should have mustered enough strength
Hindi niya mawawala yan. Detached siya from reality.
to make it a reality. But then again, the timing is really of the essence here. If he's going to restructure many of his policies right now, I think it may still happen. But then again, the effect and the impact of this should be very swift, so as to salvage the political capital that he still has for himself going into his final years.
What 3 policies and issues should he restructure swiftly with his political will
Policies.
in his last 3 years?
Number one, I believe, is we need to really we need to understand, and the public needs to understand what happened to the Maharlika Investment Fund.
Yawn!
This was supposedly a flagship program of the president. This is supposed to be one.
Kaya nga, flagship niya talaga yan. Masasabi ko na isa sana ang achievement niya. Kaya lang, nasaan na? Sabi nila, pag meron tayong mahalaga investment fund, we don't need na umutang pa.
Of the,
pero lumobo ng lumobo.
should I say, projects that will linger, will create a legacy. But I think there was really no clear-cut follow-through as to what happened to this sovereign fund. And I
wala.
think the president should directly report to us what really happened there. Number two, I believe, is the build more.
Build, may term siya doon na more eh. Nasaan yung more doon?
While it is a good initiative and a spin-off from the previous administration's legacy project, I believe right now the
Spin-off daw from the former. Pero wala eh. Wala siyang more doon.
President Marcos should need to amplify more on what are the things that are really happening, and needs to come up with more infrastructures that will create that deep-seated effect for the lives of the people, especially the marginalized. And I think the third will have to be with the health sector.
Yun, tama, health. Anong ginawa niya sa PhilHealth?
Particularly ironing out or clearing out whatever problem that we are facing right now with the PhilHealth. Basically, because this, the PhilHealth is a cornerstone of the healthcare system delivery of the country. If it falls, I think many of our countrymen will really suffer the impact of it. And if he will be able to rectify these things, I think he still have enough room for improvement.
So,
In short, ang ibig niyang sabihin, hindi niya kaya.
briefly,
Kasi, Maharlika Investment Fund, build better more, nasaan? Tapos, yung health,
when all is said and done, with everything that we've talked about in this administration of President Marcos Jr., what is the real state of the nation, Professor?
Well, the real state of the nation, I believe right now, is not good in a sense that we are too much involved in a lot of this politics. And like I said, it does not paint a good picture insofar as what the people really are demanding from the government. I mean, the promises are clear. The promises have been laid down to us, but as to how we're going to really make it a reality, that remains to be seen. And the reason, I think, is because we are focused and dead set too much on 2028, on how we could dislodge the vice president, how we could impeach her. And so in the process, many of our systems are not...
tignan nyo dilawan ang nagsasabi nito. I mean, hindi siya rektang dilawan, pero lining eh.
Working.
Impeachment, VP Sara, yun naman
in the manner by which we envision them to be.
Professor, of course.
So, yun lang pinakita ko lang sa kanya in the middle ng kanyang bisita sa Amerika.
You have
ang puna talaga sa kanya ito, very political ang administrasyong ito dahil sa 2028.